Monday. Happy Monday. Happy Monday to everyone. Welcome, welcome. Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening, everybody. Good evening. Sheesh. Lord, where did the month of January go? Good evening and welcome everyone. Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening. Hello, everybody. Hello. Happy Monday to you. Oh my goodness. I don't know if is it me or did January just fly by? Is it me? Say it ain't so. Say it ain't so. Say it ain't so. Monday just flew right by us. And I mean not Monday, January. I'm sorry, family. I'm sorry. Listen. We're setting goal as a family tonight, right? And it's important that we do that. So I just want to welcome everybody this evening. Welcome. Listen, it's like it's like January just came in and said zoop, because I was just preparing for my birthday. Matter of fact, we were just preparing to go into the new year. Blessings, Evangelist Cosmet. Happy 8th year anniversary on your journey. Listen, let me tell you something. Thank you so much, Evangelist. Listen, are you going back to class? All right, all the best to class. I understand. I know how that feels. Welcome to Pastor Holton Myers. Blessings to you that's watching. Blessings, Lady Wendy. Let me tell you something. January flew by. It flew by so quick, like a I don't know, faster than a speeding bullet. So hello and happy Monday. Happy New Year to some of you who I haven't spoken to or seen or heard of since the year started. Listen, tonight we're going to be talking about setting goal as a family. When the year started, we outlined what we were going to do for the month. And so for the month, we were preparing everyone about their goals, asking, when the new year comes in, some persons normally do New Year's resolution, and I find out, for me personally, a resolution don't work for me, because by the middle of the month, or maybe the third or fourth day of the month, I'm done with whatever I resoluted to do, right? And so I'm grateful tonight because we're setting goals. And when you set a goal, when you write the vision, Habakkuk tells us to write the vision and make it plain. When you set a goal, it takes on a different format. It takes on a different essence. It takes on a different expectation where you say, you know what, as a family, we're going to do this. So at the beginning of the year, when we first came back, we talked about setting spiritual goals as a husband and wife, right? Set it, and that's so important for the family. I'm just recapping what we did so far. Setting spiritual goals. Maybe you're not where you are, you want to be spiritually. Maybe your spouse is not where they want to be or supposed to be spiritually. However, you can help your spouse. So we talked about that, helping your spouse to attain their spiritual goal, and you as well. Set some spiritual goals. What do you want to see happen for you spiritually for 2023? Write that down. Get a vision board. Somebody was telling me what that board was. A poster board, and sit and write them out. Draw pictures. I cut pictures out in the magazine as to what you want to do spiritually for 2023 as a couple, right? As a couple, and also, for your family. Then we spoke about setting financial goals also as a couple. And last week, Lady Nikki, Evangelist Nikki, she divulged into, setting the different financial goals and how to go about achieving them as a couple. Because, sometimes as couples, we have our individual goals for ourselves. Then we have personal goals. Then we have goals as a couple. So tonight, we're going to talk about setting financial goals as a family. And it's so important to set financial goal as a family because then you know how you're allocating your funds. You know where the funds are going, and by the end of the year, you don't want to say, wait a minute, where did my money go? You know what I mean? You don't want to be like, wait a minute, we didn't save any money. So what I started doing personally, what I started doing for my personal self, besides my savings, what I take out from my paycheck, I start personally putting away $10 a week. $10 a week. So I'm up to $40 because I think this is the fourth week of January. So I started putting $10 a week away. And so I'm not going to Starbucks. Nope. Not going to Starbucks. Those green teas, my girlfriend Karen Adcock, she got me hooked on those green teas. And those large green teas are like $5, $6 a pop. So I'm not going to Starbucks. So I'm saving $10 a week. So at the end of the year, I should have $520. That's my personal goal financially. So now we're going to talk about setting goals as a family, right? No one ever said that creating a happy and prosperous family would be easy. It takes time, it takes patience, and a lot of hard work. When we say we're setting goals as a family, it takes hard work. And this means now we have to now come together as a family. If you have younger kids, like they're minor, they're underage, and they may not understand about goals, but still include them, because guess what? You never know. You know, the other cultures start letting their children know about finances early. They let them know how to respect money early so they don't become spenders, but they become savers and investors early, right? And so one of the best ways to make your family life better is to set goals together as a family. Everybody sit down. If you have your children are of a certain age and they're able to reason together as a family to set goals. Ask your children, what goals do they have for themselves? Have anybody asked their children what do they want to do? I know when I was growing up, excuse me, I didn't have that option. My mother told me what I was going to do. But now you know times have changed. Our children do have voices, and so we want to hear their opinion also. Because sometimes parents, what we want for our children is not necessarily what they want to do. Yeah, that's a sad reality. We can show them the right path, and hopefully they will choose that path or something similar as to what we would like. So when you're talking about setting goals as a family, you know, this can help. This can help you stay on track and be accountable. Yes, and be accountable towards each other. Let's start normalizing setting family goals. Setting goals for your family. Do y'all have family goals? Do you ask your children? Okay, so you know let's say they're in junior high. You have junior high school children, and you ask them, you know, what high school would they like to go to? What and then beyond high school, what college? What would they like to study in college? And guess what you do? You ask them to research the learning institution that they want to go to. Let them find out what's the tuition per semester. You know, let them find out, you know, are there any scholarships that may be available to them for that particular learning institution where they want to go. When we sit down as a family, as a team, when we come together to set these goals, you will be surprised as how close knit the family will become. Right? Now, we already talked about the spiritual aspect of setting goals as a family. We come together, we're going to designate a time that is conducive for everyone together for family devotion. But now we're talking about setting goals, financial goals as a family. Did you ask your children, do they want to go to college? Now, college is not for everybody. I know when I was growing up, my mom wanted me to go to college. College wasn't for me. I went to Taylor Business Institute for accounting. So I did accounting, right? But now in my latter years, I wish I would have went to college, right? And so, but it's never too late. So what I want to do now, I'm pursuing that now. I'm pursuing that level of education now. I'm studying psychology now. That's what I want to do now, right? And so when we sit down and set goals as a family, we get to learn what our children are into. How many of you are setting goals or have your children help you to set goals as a family? You have grown children. You have, adult children now. and they're ready to get married, right? What is the financial allocation for the wedding, right? What is going to cost, the location? Are they having a destination wedding? Is it going to be an in-town wedding? Is it going to be small? Is it going to be intimate? Is it going to be a large wedding? All of that type of planning needs to be in place. Okay, so you're married and you've been married for a while. Maybe you don't have any children. Do you want to have, when is the time now for you to say, okay, now we want to have a child by, now it's January, say 9 months from now is what? September, October, around there. You want to have a child around there. So you start planning now so you don't be like, oops, it's a surprise, right? So I want us to, let's normalize sitting down as a family, talking things out. That listen, set up a meeting time. We know everybody's busy. Everybody is busy with school, then you have homework, then you have work. And for those of us that are in ministry and in leadership in ministry, we're busy. Some parents are back in school, right? So we have to set a time and a date that everybody is available to come together to sit down and have a conversation. And it's a good time to do it over some dinner. Nice dinner, whether you want to do pizza, takeout, Chinese, whatever is affordable for your family, right? There's no one size that fits all. This is just telling you of an example how you can do it. Now, not all goals are going to be created equal. Some goals will be more important to the family than others. Like to me, I think a college education would be good. Maybe also, you're married and now your family is increasing and you're in an apartment and it's small, so now you need to decide if you're going to get a bigger apartment or you're going to get a home, right? Also, so then now, if you have children of school age, you want to make sure you choose a community that the school system is good. So all of that has to be in consideration when we sit down to set our goals as a family. We don't just want to rush into it, but we want to take our time and pursue all of these goals one by one. And so the reason why I said to write the goals down is that you will have some kind of consistency and you can check off each goal as they are achieved. Now remember at the top of the hour I said that get a vision board and write it down. We're gonna set the goals, right? And so now now your family is extending. More and more family members are being added to your family. You're having babies. You want to know, should we get a bigger apartment? Because now you have a 2-bedroom. Should you get a 3-bedroom apartment or a 3-bedroom home? Now, my suggestion is the cost of apartments is the same cost as of a mortgage. You have to have get your credit check to get an apartment. So why not allocate that money and get a home? Because if you can pay $1,700, $1,800, $1,900, $2,000, $2,500, $3,000 for an apartment, that's a mortgage, right? And so you set that in place. So you decide what you want to do. Now, if your children are in middle school, now they want to go to high school. Maybe now they will go to public school. But you say, well, hon, let's put our son or our daughter in private school. So now you have to allocate funds for that, right? So it takes planning. It takes planning. And it takes some real good consideration, right? Now, creating family goals is a great way to bring the family close together and help everyone to grow. Because guess what? Everyone will be responsible for what their goal is and how to achieve and attain their goal. So you put some responsibility on them, right? And I think as a young girl, my mother did put some goals on me. I was young. I didn't understand what she was trying to say. I didn't pay attention. So now, as an adult, I'm kicking myself. I'm saying, man, I should have listened to my mom. You understand what I'm saying? Now, everyone needs to be involved. Everyone that is able to give sound opinions should be involved. If you have a kid and the kid is smart and they know how to reason, involve them. Don't say, oh, they're too young and they don't know what to do or what to say. you will never be surprised what our children are able to do. Involve your children in making family goals, in setting family goals. You will be surprised. Now, one thing I want to tell us to do is set smart goals. Set small goals. When setting family goals, it is essential to make sure they're smart goals. The SMART, it's an acronym. It stands for specific. The goals must be specific. They must be measurable. They must be achievable. They must be relevant. And they must be timely. So we're going to set SMART goals as a family. They got to be specific goals. You can't be up in the air and like, oh, I don't know what to do. Listen, this is why you plan the meeting. You say, hey, we're going to, over dinner one night, you say, hey, we're going to have a family meeting next Monday, and we're going to sit down and set some goals. Write down some goals. Write down 3 or 4 goals that you want to set for the year. Or maybe I'm saying 3, but they may have more. Just say, write down your goals for the year so we can come together as a family and decide what we're going to do. So we're going to be specific in our goals setting. We're going to set specific goals. We're going to set measurable goals, goals that we can reach, goals that we can measure up to. And when we first started, I said I started saving $10 personally a week besides my savings account, money that goes to my savings account. I'm starting to put away $10 a week, right? So at the end of the year, I should have $520 extra cash that I can roll over into something, right? Okay, so make sure your goals are measurable. Make sure they're achievable. Now, most of us work, right? Most of us have some kind of income, right? And so take something. Maybe I'm doing 10. Maybe you can only do 5. It's still something, right? That's $260 for the year that, otherwise would have gone into something else, right? So set achievable goals. Set relevant goals. Make sure the goals are relevant, right? In other words, your goals should be clear, attainable, and have a timeline. Have a timeline, right? So have a timeline for each goal that you set. I'm telling you, when you write these things down, write the vision, make them plain, and check them off as we go, you will be surprised as to what you will have, all right? This will also, like I said, will help you to keep track. Don't be afraid to adjust your goals as needed. Now, I say I want to save $10 a week. Maybe some weeks I can do 15 or 20, depending on what I have to do that particular week. Like, remember I said I cut out Starbucks. Unless somebody's treating me to Starbucks, I'm not getting Starbucks. Because that $5, $5, $6, or $7 can go towards my $10 for the week, right? So I put that money aside, right? And so just make sure that your goals are achievable. Life happens and things change. You may get laid off from the job. And guess what? That money that you've been saving can help cushion you till you get another job or your unemployment kicks in. So when you set realistic goals, it will make you as a family, it will keep you accountable, right? It will keep you, like, if, say, for instance, your kid want to go to college and you have not started saving for a college fund and they're in middle school, but they want McDonald's, burger, they want some kind of fast food or they want to eat out, right? Say, listen, this $20 could be going towards your college fund. This $20, this $30 that we're going to spend at Domino's or Pizza Hut or wherever could go towards your college fund. My mom would say, one corker fills the basket, right? So the less we're spending, especially financially, the more we will achieve so our goals will be attainable, right? And we're definitely going to write down our goals. Remember, I said we're going to write down the goals. The next thing in setting goals as a family, we're going to be supportive to one another. We're going to support each other. Maybe you're in a family that one of your spouse, you or your spouse smoke. And you say, you know what, I want to quit smoking. Mhm. Yeah, because a lot of people smoke. So let me just put that in there, right? So, and you know your partner want to quit smoking. Now you're gonna hold them accountable. Support them. If they mess up and smoke, don't condemn them, but say, okay, now you fell off the wagon. Now let's get back on, right? Let's get back on, and or ask what is happening. That you fell off the wagon. Ask questions as to so you can know where their mindset is. And this one I want to say, and I want us to really do it each time. Celebrate your success. Celebrate your goals. Yes. Celebrate them. Celebrate them. Every time you get a goal, you achieve a goal, man, have a celebration, right? To celebrate you meeting your goal. You kick that nicotine habit. My God, celebrate it. Celebrate it, all right? Don't forget to celebrate your success. When you reach a family goal, take the time to celebrate with each other. Amen. Take the time to celebrate each other. And this is a very important goal that I don't think a lot of families do. Spend more family time together. Spend more time together as a family. Now, I know most of the audience that I reach are Christians. Most of you are Christians, right? Going to church as a family, that's still not spending time. Nope. That's still not spending time as a family. Excuse me. Have a family game night. Do something together as a family, right? Also, when you're setting goals, create a family budget. Say for the month, we have $100 to spend on whatever, and after that $100 is spent, that's it. You can't spend anymore, right? So you're gonna set and create a budget for your family. I want us to do that, right? Now, a lot of times when our kids are in high school and they're going into college, get them involved in extracurricular activities in their school and communities. You will be surprised at the scholarships that are available within your local community. Get involved with your local community with extracurricular activities. There are a lot of scholarships that are available that we tend to overlook because we say, nah, trust and believe me. There are a lot of free money out there that our kids can be qualified for, right? Now, this is one goal that I've started with myself and my husband. He got on the bandwagon too. Start eating healthy as a family. I know I just upset some persons. Start eating healthy as a family. You want to be around as long as you can for your children and for your spouse. Start eating healthy as a family. Listen, health is wealth. I was telling someone today, health is the new wealth. I'm telling you, it doesn't matter your economical status. If you can't count the zeros before the decimal point, but you're sick, you're just a poor rich man or woman, right? But if you are healthy and you can't count the zeros before the dollar sign, man, you are wealthy because your health is good. So let's start eating and doing healthy things as a family. Now, I know a couple of my friends that take family vacation at least twice a year together as a family. When was the last time you take a family vacation? If you got to pause and think, when was the last time you took a family vacation? You need to take a vacation. You need to take a vacation as a family. And I want us to be intentional about this. I want us to be intentional about setting goals as a family. Let me tell you something. When we sit down to set goals as a family, it will improve your family's communication. Listen, I think that, and this just came to me, I think that as a family with all these gadgets and social media, we need to take a day and say, you know what, family, if you have all your family in the same house, right? Let's take a day and say, you know what, we're going to come on social media and we're going to spend time together as a family. Because I know sometimes when I'm with my husband, when we're together, I'm on my phone, he's on his phone, Junior's on his phone, and we're all in the same space, but we're not present. Mm. We're all in the same space, but we're not present. We're all distracted doing our own thing. So let's sometimes just put our gadgets away and spend time together as a family. I'm telling you, it will bless your whole life, right? Now, this is a good one that I want us to start practicing if you have not been doing it, right? Spend more one on one time with your children. If you have multiple children, spend more one on one time with them. Spend more one on one time with your children. Yeah, I'm telling you, when we sit down and listen to our kids talk, you will be surprised as to what they know and what they're going through. So let's start spending some quality time with our family, one on one with our children. If you have more than one children, more than one child, spend quality time with them. Now, I know a lot of persons may not do this and you may come for me. Read together as a family. Read together as a family. Yes. Let's start reading together as a family. Also, prayer and meditating as a family. I'm telling you, you will be surprised of how our children can pray once we start praying as a family and doing devotion as a family. And we spoke about this at the beginning of the month, that, we're going to spend more time spiritually so that our family spiritual man can be increased. Listen, I want us as the goal of this ministry is to saving families one couple at a time, or saving marriages one family at a time. I'm determined to save marriages. Now, every marriage won't work out. Every marriage won't last. However, I know that, right? As a psychologist, I know that every relationship will not work out. But the ones that can and will, I'm telling you, most relationships end because of miscommunication. Yeah, miscommunication. Because sometimes we don't know how to communicate with each other, and some persons are just poor communicators. It is what it is. You're just a poor communicator. So if someone is trying to communicate with you, you're not going to have the wherewithal to really communicate effectively. To communicate and communicate effectively. Listen, I want us as a family to set some goals. Let's set down. Let's prioritize what we're gonna do as a family. Amen. I know some family may be in the in transition mode, whether transitioning from one country to another. How are we gonna acclimate as a family in the new culture, the new country? You know what I'm saying? We need to do that. We need to come together and recognize that as a family, the family unit is very important. Amen. So listen, my time is up, and I hope you enjoyed this session. I want you to do me a favor tonight if you possibly can. Listen, share this broadcast out. Share this session out. Someone needs to know how to set goals as a family, how to prioritize, how to do different things as a family. Let me tell you something. The family unit is so important. The family unit is so important. I heard somebody say, when we get the family together, then the church will be together. It's the fact, that churches are made of families. And so if the family's in disarray, then the church is gonna mirror in the church. So we want to have successful, healthy marriages and relationships. All right. God bless you. I love you. Tune in next Monday. We have a hot topic for you. We're going to be discussing Evangelist Nikki, my co-host. She's working, and she's not feeling well. So I want us to pray with and for her and her hubby. They're not feeling too well. She's a great support to our ministry, to this ministry especially. So I just want us to sit down. Let us have a sit down with our families and set some goals as a family together. Amen. I love you, Facebook. I love you, YouTube. God bless you. God keep you. God make his face to shine upon you and give you his peace. Amen. Good night. Have an awesome evening. Listen, I love you all. I love you all. Stay connected. Stay connected. If you have not already done so, go ahead. Head on over to YouTube and like our page. Like our YouTube page, prayer, Marcia Baker Ministries. Like our Prayer for Marriages page here on Facebook. Please support, okay? Support your girl. She's about a good work, and she's not gonna come down. God bless you. Have an awesome evening, one and all. Have an awesome evening, everyone. Good